Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are less than 2 weeks away to WrestleMania. In tonight's main event, AJ Lee teams with Alexa Bliss and Stephanie Vaquer to take on Damage Control after weeks of brutal attacks. With AJ set to challenge Iyo Sky for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania, this six-woman clash is set to explode. Sami Zayn teams with Joe Hendry tonight to take on Nic Nemeth Moose after their post-match attack last week was stopped just in time. With revenge on his mind and the pride of representing WWE at stake, Zayn is ready for a heated showdown. Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton collide tonight after Morgan walked out on her partner last week. With both set for the Women's Intercontinental Championship gauntlet match at WrestleMania, revenge and momentum are on the line. Coming up first, a blockbuster tournament clash as Shinsuke Nakamura takes on John Cena in a championship opportunity quarterfinal. With a WrestleMania match and a future world title shot at stake, neither man can afford to lose.
The following championship opportunity tournament quarterfinal is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 229 pounds, he is the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style, makes his entrance with calm intensity, ready to collide with John Cena in this high-stakes tournament clash. With a WrestleMania opportunity and a future World Championship shot within reach, Nakamura is focused on striking his way to victory.
And his opponent. From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, he is the leader of the nation, John Cena.
John Cena makes his way to the ring with renewed urgency, ready to face Shinsuke Nakamura in this high-stakes tournament clash. With his in-ring retirement on the horizon, Cena is determined to seize one last WrestleMania opportunity and chase a record-breaking 17th World Championship. The last time is now. The bell rings, and both competitors lock up in the center of the ring, with Cena immediately using his strength to gain the upper hand. Cena wastes no time asserting control, taking command of the early moments with authority. He dictates the pace with a barrage of offense, keeping Nakamura from finding any rhythm. Nakamura is forced onto the back foot as Cena's relentless pressure begins to take over the match. Cena keeps the pressure on as Nakamura rolls to the outside for a breather, but Cena is right on his heels in pursuit. Cena catches up to Nakamura and slams him hard to the mat on the floor, maintaining control of the match. Nakamura counters after finding an opening, seizing back control of the match with a series of brutal strikes that shift the momentum. He takes John Cena down and locks in a tight armbar, looking to wear him down. Cena powers out of the submission hold and swings the momentum back in his favor. He hoists Nakamura up and drives him down with a thunderous powerbomb before going for the cover. Nakamura digs deep and kicks out at 2, keeping the match alive. Nakamura battles back with determination, refusing to stay down as he regains control of the match with renewed aggression. He launches himself from the middle rope for a dropkick, but Cena narrowly evades it. Cena takes Nakamura down with a crossbody to regain control of the match. Cena then hits the ropes and delivers the signature 5-knuckle shuffle to keep the momentum firmly on his side. Cena senses the end is near, waits for Nakamura to rise, then hoists him onto his shoulders and delivers the attitude adjustment before going for the pin.
Here is your winner, John Cena.
John Cena battles through a grueling contest and emerges victorious, outlasting Shinsuke Nakamura in a hard-fought showdown. With the win, Cena advances to the semi-finals and now sets his sights on Damian Priest next week for a chance to punch his ticket to WrestleMania. Here comes Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, making his way to the ring with microphone in hand, ready to address the WWE Universe. Adam Pearce reprimands Gunther for last week's interference that forced the CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins match into a no contest. With no clear contender, he makes it official. Gunther will defend the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania against both Punk and Rollins in a high-stakes triple threat match. With less than 2 weeks until WrestleMania, Adam Pearce has just reshaped the World Heavyweight Championship match. How will Gunther handle defending his title against two of WWE's top superstars on the grandest stage?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Accompanied to the ring by Joe Gacy. From Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, representing Wyatt 6, Dexter Lumis.
Dexter Lumis makes his eerie walk to the ring, preparing to face a fellow World Tag Team Championship challenger in Xavier Woods. With the WrestleMania 4-team ladder match looming, Lumis is determined to build momentum and show that the Wyatt Six are ready to dominate the tag team division.
And his opponent. Accompanied to the ring by Kofi Kingston. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, representing the New Day, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods makes his way to the ring with energy and focus, ready to take on fellow World Tag Team Championship challenger, Dexter Lumis. With the WrestleMania 4-team ladder match approaching, Woods is determined to build momentum and prove that the New Day are primed for another run at Tag Team Gold. Xavier Woods comes out firing at the opening bell, but Dexter Lumis proves to be just as dangerous as the action quickly goes back and forth. Both men trade counters and scramble for control, each refusing to give the other any early advantage. Lumis takes control, dropping Woods with heavy strikes and slowing the pace to his advantage. Lumis climbs to the top turnbuckle and leaps off, connecting with a crushing leg drop before hooking the leg. Woods digs deep and kicks out at 2, refusing to let the match slip away. Dexter Lumis and Xavier Woods collide with heavy impact, leaving both men down in the center of the ring. Kofi Kingston and Joe Gacy then get into a heated confrontation in the ring, prompting the referee to eject both men to restore order. As the match resumes, Lumis quickly reasserts control, hoisting Woods up and driving him down with a punishing powerbomb. Lumis heads to the top rope and launches a swanton bomb. But Woods gets his knees up and drives them into Lumis, turning the tide. Woods scrambles back to his feet and seizes control, shifting the momentum firmly in his favor. The Creed brothers make a shock appearance as they storm the ring and unleash a brutal assault on both Dexter Lumis and Xavier Woods. They continue to brutally assault both competitors with steel chairs, showcasing their ruthless intent. The chaos forces the referee to throw the match out, ending it in a no contest as the title picture grows even more volatile.
We're getting word of a commotion backstage. Let's turn our attention to the cameras and see what's unfolding.
Charlie Dempsey and Tavion Heights strike from the shadows, ambushing Apollo Crews backstage in a calculated act of retaliation. This is payback for Obafemi's brutal post-match assault on Miles Bourne last week, and the brawling crew are making their response loud and clear. Dempsey and Heights overwhelm Crews with a relentless 2-on-1 attack, leaving him little room to fight back. Every strike is delivered with purpose as they look to avenge their fallen faction mate. The message is unmistakable. The brawling crew are not backing down, and this rivalry is escalating fast.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Accompanied to the ring by Ethan Page. From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 195 pounds, he is the absolute Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints makes his way to the ring with a cold, calculated demeanor, carrying the momentum from last week's vicious backstage assault on Carmelo Hayes. Saints looks ready to unleash that same ruthless edge tonight as he squares off against Trick Williams.
And his opponent. From Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, Trick Williams.
Trick Williams makes his way to the ring with intensity, ready to take the fight to Ricky Saints after last week's brutal backstage assault on Carmelo Hayes. Fueled by revenge, Trick looks to settle the score and send a message on behalf of his ally tonight. Ricky Saints and Trick Williams come out swinging as the action goes back and forth right from the opening bell. Both men battle aggressively for control of the match, refusing to back down from the challenge in front of them. As the action spills to ringside, Ricky Saints starts taking control of the match, forcing Trick Williams onto the defensive with aggressive offense. Trick Williams regains control, but inadvertently wipes out the referee in the heat of the action, leaving the match without official oversight. Sensing the opportunity, Ethan Page slides a steel chair into Ricky Saints' hands, setting him up to capitalize on the chaos. With the referee back on his feet, Saints waits in the corner without the steel chair as Trick Williams struggles back to his feet. Saints explodes out of the corner and drives Williams down with a huge spear. He then hoists Williams up, plants him with the Rochambeau, and hooks the leg for the pin.
Here is your winner, Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints capitalizes on the chaos and secures the victory. Not satisfied, Saints grabs another chair from Ethan Page and continues the brutal assault on Trick Williams. Saints then hands Page the weapon, allowing him to deliver a final shot to a defenseless Williams. Here comes a furious Obafemi storming to the ring with a microphone in hand, ready to make his presence felt. Obafemi steps into the ring and addresses the Brawling Crew's backstage attack on Apollo Crews earlier, calling out Sheamus to answer for it. He lays down an intriguing proposal, a 6-man street fight next week between the Nia Dynasty and the Brawling Crew. Sheamus emerges to a strong reaction and wastes no time accepting Obafemi's challenge for a 6-man street fight next week. The Celtic Warrior vows that his crew will show the Nia Dynasty exactly what true brutality in the streets looks like. Obafemi strikes first, blindsiding Sheamus and unleashing a fierce assault to seize control. He caps it off with a devastating fall from grace, sending a thunderous warning ahead of their looming clash next week.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, representing the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan makes her way to the ring, unapologetic, after deserting Tiffany Stratton last week, leaving her to fend for herself in a handicap match. With the Women's Intercontinental Championship gauntlet at WrestleMania looming, Morgan makes it clear that it's every woman for herself.
And her opponent, from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton makes her way to the ring with clear determination, seeking payback after Liv Morgan's betrayal last week. With WrestleMania approaching, Stratton is focused on regaining momentum ahead of the Women's Intercontinental Championship gauntlet match. Tiffany Stratton comes out blazing at the opening bell, taking the fight straight to Liv Morgan as payback for last week's betrayal. Tiffany quickly takes firm control of the match, overwhelming Morgan with relentless offense and refusing to let up. Liv refuses to stay down without a fight, battling back with determination to stop Stratton's momentum. The action quickly swings back and forth as both competitors trade offense and scramble to seize control of the match. Liv takes control and rests Stratton against the ropes before charging in and connecting with Oblivion. Liv hooks the leg for the pin, but Tiffany kicks out at 2 to keep the match alive. Liv keeps the pressure on as she looks to wear Stratton down. But Tiffany refuses to stay down, firing back with determination to swing the momentum back in her favor. Tiffany connects with the corkscrew Stratton bomb and hooks the leg for the pin, but Liv somehow kicks out at 2. Liv suddenly turns the match around with a counter and hits a quick facebuster before hooking the leg for the pin.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
Before Liv Morgan can even celebrate, Lyra Valkyria storms the ring and drops her with the Women's Intercontinental Championship, standing tall afterward to send a clear warning ahead of WrestleMania that she plans to retain her title.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing TNA, Nic Nemeth and Moose, and their opponents. First, from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 231 pounds, he is the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry makes his way to the ring, teaming with hardcore champion Sami Zayn after saving him from an attack by his TNA rivals last week. Hendry looks to elevate the WWE TNA partnership tonight, proving that doing what's right matters more than brand loyalty.
And his partner. From Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, he is the hardcore champion, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring, teaming with Joe Hendry after last week's brutal attack by their opponents. Riding a wave of momentum with strong performances against TNA stars, Zayn looks to keep that streak alive tonight.
Joe Hendry and Nic Nemeth kick things off for their respective teams as the action immediately breaks into a fast-paced back-and-forth exchange. Both men battle aggressively for control right from the opening bell, refusing to give the other any breathing room. But it's Hendry who strikes first and takes command, overwhelming Nemeth with relentless offense and forcing him onto the defensive. Nemeth refuses to stay down, fighting back to his feet and making the tag to Moose. Moose storms into the ring and immediately uses his overwhelming power to halt Joe Hendry's momentum. The powerhouse takes firm control of the match, overpowering Hendry with his superior strength and punishing offense. Hendry manages to swing the momentum back in his favor, taking Moose down and creating an opening for his team. Hendry quickly tags in Zayn, and Zayn storms into the match, fired up and ready to unload. Zayn launches Moose into the turnbuckle with a huge exploder suplex, then quickly sends him crashing into the opposite corner to set up the haluva kick. Zayn charges in looking to finish the job, but Moose evades at the last second and immediately seizes control of the match. Moose launches Zayn into the turnbuckle with a brutal powerbomb, and then heads up top for a diving shoulder blow. But Zayn narrowly evades the impact just in time. Zayn digs deep and somehow hoists Moose up before slamming him down with a huge blue thunder bomb. Zayn then knocks Nemeth off the apron to ringside and charges back in, finally connecting with the haluva kick on Moose before going for the pin.
Here are your winners, Sami Zayn and Joe Hendry.
Sami Zayn seals the victory for his team, once again proudly representing WWE with a hard-earned win. After the match, Joe Hendry extends a handshake in respect, acknowledging Zayn's performance and their successful partnership.
The following 6-women tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss makes her way to the ring, riding a wave of momentum, including a recent victory over Women's World Champion Iyo Sky. With AJ Lee and Stephanie Vaquer alongside her, Bliss looks to build on that success and score another statement win against Damage Control tonight.
Next, from San Antonio, Chile, she is the Dark Angel, Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie Vaquer makes her way to the ring with purpose after putting herself in Damage Control's crosshairs by saving AJ Lee in recent weeks. After enduring their attacks, Vaquer now looks for payback as she stands alongside AJ Lee and Alexa Bliss against the dominant faction tonight.
Next, from Union City, New Jersey, AJ Lee.
AJ Lee makes her way to the ring, the Women's Elimination Chamber winner, ready to confront Iyo Sky and Damage Control ahead of their WrestleMania title clash. With Alexa Bliss and Stephanie Vaquer by her side to even the odds, AJ looks to stand tall against the faction that has targeted her in recent weeks.
And their opponents. They are the Women's World Champion, the Genius of the Sky, Iyo Sky, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, and the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. Damage Control.
Damage Control makes their way to the ring with commanding presence, led by Women's World Champion Iyo Sky. The dominant trio looks to assert their authority and remind everyone why they run the Raw Women's Division. Alexa Bliss and Iyo Sky start the match for their respective teams, but it's Sky who quickly gains the upper hand with sharp, aggressive offense. The Women's World Champion takes control of the pace before making the tag to Kairi Sane to keep the pressure on. Bliss battles back into the match and quickly shifts the momentum against Kairi Sane. Bliss unloads with a relentless barrage of offense, overwhelming Sane and forcing her onto the defensive. After struggling earlier against Sky, Bliss now looks fully back in control and full of confidence. She keeps the pressure on without letting up, determined to make a statement for her team. Bliss tags in Vaquer, and the two immediately combine for a smooth double-team attack that takes Sane down. Sane fights her way free from Vaquer and desperately makes the tag to Sky. Sky storms into the ring and they quickly combines for a double-team attack to take Vaquer down. Sky keeps the pressure firmly on Vaquer, unloading with fast-paced offense and sharp strikes. Sky refuses to let Vaquer recover, keeping her on the defensive. Vaquer refuses to let Sky stay in control, firing back with a counter to halt the momentum. The action quickly swings back and forth between the two superstars as both women battle intensely for control of the match. Vaquer counters Sky and swings the momentum back in her team's favor, taking the champion down hard. Vaquer tags Alexa Bliss back into the match, and they combine once again with another double-team attack to drop Sky and regain full control. Bliss takes firm control of the match, unloading on Sky with a relentless barrage of offense. Bliss keeps the pressure coming without slowing down, overwhelming the Women's World Champion at every turn. Sky is forced onto the back foot as Bliss continues mounting the attack and dictating the pace of the match. Bliss knocks Zayn and Asuka off the apron to ringside before dropping Sky with the sister Abigail and going for the pin.
Here are your winners, Alexa Bliss, AJ Lee, and Stephanie Vaquer.
Alexa Bliss secures the win for her team, pinning the Women's World Champion for the second consecutive week. Bliss and Stephanie Vaquer get their revenge tonight, while AJ Lee gains crucial momentum heading into her WrestleMania title clash. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.